guys, it's Funny Gamer here, and today I'm back with another video. And in this video, I will be showing you guys how to get to GRAMBYS' house in Road to GRAMBYS. And this is going to be a very hard thing to do. So if you're going to want to get to GRAMBYS' house, make sure you know that this does take several hours to get there. So you first want to set aside a time where you'll actually have enough time to get there, because your progress does not save if you leave the game, so you'll all have to do it in one game. Anyways, let's get started. First, what you're going to need to do to get to GRAMBYS' house is prepare your car. So in your garage, you spawn with a car, and they should be all the same in every garage. Now, you can use this car, but I also recommend getting a luxury car if you have the money. And speaking of money, you should have a lot of money saved up, either from buying Robux or buying it with Robux or from previous travels, because you are likely going to need a lot of money, and I will show you why later. So first, to get this car prepared, you can keep the top on if you want. It's really optional, but if we put it back on the right area, which I can't do right now, the reason it's optional is because it can cause a few problems, but it also has a lot of places to store things. So you're going to be needing a lot of areas to store things, so I would recommend keeping it on. Now you're going to want to take this gas and fill up your gas in the car right away. Now, some gas cans have more than others, so if you get one with just 1 or 2 liters, I highly recommend respawning, and it should spawn you with a different gas can that might have more. And continue respawning until you get a good one. And next, you put the rest of the gas in the back of the car, and now you're going to want to take out as much stuff as possible. So you can take out all of the seats except for the driver's one, unless you're driving with someone else. You can take out the front bumper, but I don't recommend taking out the lights, because you'll likely need them for night travel. You can also take out the back bumper and the back brake lights. All of these spots can now be used to put items like gas cans, so you can have as much gas as possible. And now you're going to want to bring some weapons, because there's likely going to be a lot of people in the first spot. And some weapons have more ammo, spawn with more ammo sometimes, just like the gas cans. So if you find that you don't have a lot of ammo for your magazine, then I recommend that you respawn. And then you also are going to want to take out the radio, look around your car, and if you see anything else that you might want to take out, then take it out. But this is what your car should look like without the shotgun if you don't have the Game Pass. Now, with all of this ready, you can go out of your garage and start driving. Now that you have your car ready, you're going to want to start driving on the road. While you're driving, you're likely going to see quite a lot of abandoned cars. Now, you want to loot these cars of any gas cans or anything else that might be of use to you. So, if you can find anything in this car that might be useful, you're going to want to use it. And this also includes weapons with magazines. And yeah, so you're going to want to try and loot every car you see to try and get the most supplies as you can. And you're going to also want to watch out, because if there's people in these cars, then that could be very dangerous, which is what I'll talk about next. So yeah, the next thing is other people or other players. So players can be very dangerous when you're driving, as they can either be hostile or they can be friendly. But if they are hostile, then they are likely going to try and attack you, steal your stuff, and maybe even kill you. And my car just flipped over. And yeah, so if you find someone, you're going to want to try and avoid them at all costs. And if you can't avoid them, then you're going to want to use your weapons that I told you to bring. If you at least have a pistol, you should be able to attack them. And if you do attack them and they drop teeth, you're going to want to use these teeth because they are pretty much your health. The more teeth you have, the more health you have, and the better chance you have in a fight, so you can continue on your journey. So if you see people, I'd recommend to avoid them, but if it comes to it, you should try and fight them and then continue on your journey. Now that you've started your journey, you're going to likely find that at some point it turns nighttime. And this is why you keep your front lights, as if you click E on them or Q, then you can turn them on. At nighttime, you're going to always want to stay on the road, and you never want to go off of it in case you lose your track and get lost. And you would not want that to happen, so at night always stay on the road, and even in the day I would recommend staying on the road. Once you've got to the desert, you're going to start seeing these gas stations, and these are very useful because inside of them there's some different things that you might need. And so you want to look around in them and see if there's anything you need inside of them or around them. Because you can see that these jugs right here, I'm pretty sure they hold gas. We use it on here. Just can't seem to use it. Maybe if we get the gas can. Yes, okay, so you can see that you can put gas in the jug, and they are very useful. You just have to kind of get them right. And come on. Come on. Yeah, so it is quite hard to use these, but they do contain gas, and you can't actually put them on your car, so you're going to have to try and put them inside. So you're going to want to be careful, as they can fall out, but they also contain a lot of gas. There's several of them at any gas station, and if you ever find a gas station, always get these. They're the main thing that you're going to need there. Next obstacle that you're going to need to pass is likely the hardest one, and that is the wall. So this one can be very hard, and I recommend that you have a lot of money if you're going to want to pass walls. So the best way to do it is buy balloons, but if you buy them just on the ground, they're gonna float up into the air. So when you get to the wall, you're going to want to go to your car and make sure you have the car cabin. So you want to go up to your car right about here, go in, and buy the balloons. Now the balloons will get stuck under the cabin so they cannot float up. Now, what you're going to want to do is also buy a thruster. Now, these things can be very dangerous because if you use them too much, then you'll go flying into the air and you come back too fast and you'll go through the world and die. So you're going to want to be very careful with thrusters because they are very powerful. So then you fill up the thruster to 3 liters, which is the full. You grab the balloons in one hand and grab the thruster in the other. Now you look up and press E if your thruster's in your right hand. Now using this you won't get far because you're going to have to jump and then press it. And then you can see that you go insanely far up. And then, you jump and press E with the thruster in your hand while looking up, and you can go insanely far up. Now, you're not going to want to go too far because that can be very dangerous, as you can clip through the world when you come back down. Now, you can use this to get over the wall. And of course, you can see that I'm not actually at a wall because it is very hard to get there. But I'm just kind of showing you how it can be done. Now, once you've landed on top of the wall or on the other side, you can let go of the balloons and let them go away. Now, you don't have your car. Your car's on the other side of the wall, so what you're going to want to do is you want to get a new car. So I would very much recommend the luxury car, as it is the fastest and best one. And with this car, you get a lot of stuff, and also comes with some gas, and it actually comes with quite a lot of gas. So this car is very, very good. So once you have it spawned in, you should have all of the things you need to continue going. And I'm pretty sure there's several walls, so you're going to have to do this several times. And now let's talk about what you do after the wall. So if you can't find let's say you're going and you cannot find anything else in the terms of gas. So you can't find any places that have gas. What you're going to want to do is you're going to just want to keep buying luxury cars. So when you're out of gas, you just buy another luxury car, and you continue buying them until you get to GRAMBYS house, because they come with quite a lot of gas. And yeah, so I will show you how well they can be used. I would also recommend, oh, that guy just blew up my car. That's annoying. Okay then. Yeah, let's try that again. Okay, so we are back at my house, and I'm going to buy another luxury car, put it down, and now I can lock the front and back so no one can steal my stuff. But first we fill up the thruster. Oh, that's using it. We can fill up the thruster, fill up the gas cap, or the gas storage. My car would stop moving. There we go. And then put it back, and then grab the back again. And yeah, so once you have your car all ready, you can continue going. Just take off the door, go in the car, put the door back on. It can be quite challenging. And yeah, I'll just keep it off for now. Get in the seat, and then we can turn on the switch to have extra thrust. And you can see that this makes the car go pretty fast. So you can get to GRAMBYS house even faster. And you want to keep doing this every time you go over a wall. And I can hear shooting, but no one should be able to shoot you if you're going fast enough. And yeah, so that is pretty much it for my guide. I'll go a quick overview of everything that you need to do. So first, getting prepared, you want to have your car with all of the gas. You want to take off all of the extra things like bumpers that you might not need. But remember, you are always going to need the car cabin roof and lights and the engine and everything. And then once you're on your way, you're going to want to go, and if you see anybody, you can attack them. Like this guy's attacking me. Or you don't have to attack them really. Let's take his car. And yeah, I don't really care about my car. I don't need it. But yeah, so if you see anybody and you have the right weapons, you're going to want to attack them. If you think that you're going to need to, but if they're peaceful, I'd recommend not attacking them unless their car looks like they have a lot of stuff. And if you're far into the journey, I recommend to never attack anyone, just continue going, because that could be your whole journey reset. And once you have, once you've got into GRAMBYS house, you can kind of see the ending, and it is pretty cool. But anyways, that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!